Woohoo! What's up, everyone? It's breezy out. And we're not throttling up without hitting that parking brake this time. No siree, Jim Bob. See how hard that was? Alright, so we are off and away. Today's mission, we are going to central western New York, east of Penn, east of Buffalo. Had to get creative with where I was landing, so we're gonna land in a unique place this time around. I don't know why my Xbox keeps popping up. Keep telling it not to. Keeps telling me, yeah, nah, dude. Come on, yeah, you do. You got points. Dude, it's the same points. They've been advertising to me for like the last 20 odd. Whoa, that's windy and I'm getting pushed around.
Tower Slinger tree, Alpha 7 Mike tree. Continue for west departure.
I mean, we're still technically heading west. Just mostly south, too. Alright. Pull some flaps up. I probably should have just departed straight out and picked those up a lot sooner, but it is a lot nicer than it was when we came in here. So, in addition to loving flight simulators, I'm a big sim racing geek. Turn on the pitot heat. Thank you. So yeah, I wanted to find a way to not have that flaps indicator showing up here. There we go. And I want to find a way to work that on into what this is, which is me having fun flying around the world. Right? Sounds fun. 175. Get our coordinates in here. We're going to head down to this lighthouse, which I already forgot its name. Because, yeah, super thoughtful like that. Let me level off the flight here, too. Vertical speed on. Yep, altitude. It's clear down here. I think we should keep it at like 3,000 feet.
Tower Slinger.
Absolutely, I heard what you said as soon as I read it in the log later. Oakley dokley, neighborino. We have a course. We're mostly headed that way. I'm pretty sure I set us onto a heading other than, yeah, it's 175. Heading lock. Come on, buddy. There we go. So, we're going to work some racing on this channel, because why not? Looking to our left, I expect to see nothing but water. It's very lovely water. We'd probably be seeing some really cool light rays if I had a better graphics card. And I thought we'd be able to see the peninsula or mainland Canada over there, but looks like no. This low of an altitude, I'm not completely surprised. And on further reflection, I totally, more interesting going to Niagara Falls in a lighthouse. I'm sure it's a very nice lighthouse. Yeah. So, yeah. How have you all been? Hope you're doing well. The weather here in the Northeast is decidedly early May, despite being mid-February. Yeah, I was expecting it to be colder out here. A lot more, too. Like, I guess we have a cold snap coming up. Should be like, ooh, 20 degrees. That's, again, not what I was expecting. How much is this crosswind? 51 knots. Wow. I'm pretty sure we could just leave it on 170, 175, and we'll just blow over there. Let's pull the throttle back though, because we're going quite quick. Did you see the gremlins leave? I saw the gremlins leave. The GPU tearing on the dashboard when we looked up there. It's weird to look at clouds and not see them as... I mean, I suppose it's been a long time since clouds were sprites on a background, but I don't know, I don't feel like anything totally got them correct in a fashion where you could travel around them and, I don't know, appreciate them or have them add to the ambiance. Like again, referencing Sea of Thieves, another favorite game, like clouds in it, like they look beautiful so long as you're not looking up, because then the illusion kind of gets messed up. And to simulate how fast you're moving around, the clouds will tend to change shape rather quickly, which, again, nah. It detracts from it a lot more than me panning around and occasionally jumping outside on you. Oh. Why the hell not? Let's go check out the Niagara Falls via I hope this lake isn't 1,500 feet above sea level. Well, my flight would be over rather quickly, wouldn't it? Vertical speed 300, vertical speed on. There we go. It's quick how fast the fall off is. Like anything you train, you take like a week's break from it. Very quickly you wind up forgetting a bunch of finer details. I tell you, I am tripping out on how fast we're getting pushed to the left in this. We're literally flying a diagonal path. Where 1/3 of our speed vector is across us. That's a lot of wind. I'm pretty sure we keep our approach, we're just going to get blown into the mouth of the river. Please drop faster. So, it's not a good idea, but it's not super entertaining to spend all your time flying around in the clouds and thinking about exactly how far this trip may take me. Yeah, we're gonna need to find some stuff to do for fun. And by all means, not to patronize anyone, I'm a big advocate of using the collective we, even if you are speaking of just yourself, because professionally it's been my experience to encourage participation. Now, it's a positive thing. I advocate it, I stand for it, all kinds of... I'm a little keyed up to thinking people bullshitting when they use collectives like that, but again, the only way I can Was it the best way to vet that I actually do it is to accept the probability that other people do in fact do it as well. All right, we're going in full throttle. I'm really hoping I don't break the plane on this. I'll be bummed if I do. Ooh, oh wow. Wow, just getting shaken about violently. We're going too fast. We're literally gonna break the airframe. I think that red and white striping is indicates danger. Come on, trim down. I don't think it's close. We're anywhere near close enough to the ground to be affected by the ground effect. However, that 27 knot wind now, like, yeah. What if we get down close enough to the water, we're going to be screened by the trees? 800 feet. I'm going to actually try applying rudder here, which I don't do because not the greatest feel. It's like I'm dragging a banner. Yep, exposing the underside of the plane to the cross breeze is not the best idea. I reckon anybody could have told us that. I want to take it closer to the water, but I don't think I can even get down there. Hey, look, I think that's an outflow line for one of the adjacent hydroelectric complexes that I see out here. Which means there should be another one across the way. Possibly not, though. Bobble, 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 bobble. So I know a lot of other people. I've seen the videos of stunt in New York. Oh crap! Please turn! Please turn! Please turn! Please turn! There we go. I just get blown the other way. Oh shit! That's a bridge. It's gonna have a cross breeze in this little valley. That's gonna be interesting. Oh my gosh. I don't know which side I'm gonna go by it. I'm assuming the left. Oh, watch out for low-flying cars. Okay, we're through there. Hey, here's the hydroelectric plant. Plural. We got the Canadian one and the American one. Down the trees! I realize this is probably not the greatest. We gotta give people, what is it? Not Demerol, that's the wrong thing. Dramamine. For motion sickness here. Alright, now we got a headwind. That corner was, that was exciting. And this is, I'm gonna say, oh, I thought it was whitewater. Never mind, it's just reflections. Oh crap, I have to make a decision here? We're going to the headwind. Oh wait, no, that's not the right direction. We're gonna die. There we go, there's a river. Let's get back into it. I forgot, I flew over this once before and there's large, I don't know, circular holding pond down at the bottom. Low flying truck. We're good, nothing's screwed. Whew, and just like that, we're okay. Anyways, yeah, I'm gonna put a note, be like, hey, if you watch this, you might want to take some motion sickness stuff or sit back a ways. I'd say it wasn't as exciting as sim racing. Like, it definitely didn't get the pulse up that far, but, being excited and enjoying what you're doing. Son of a... I'm saving that. I'm pretty sure we had a bridge strike. Let's take a look at the, let's take a look at the falls here. It's beautiful, and we look like one of those planes in a Godzilla film. Just like, yep, on a string, getting tossed around. So I don't see any external damage to the plane. That's definitely the second time I've felt like I connected with something. I don't know. We look pretty good now. I will say, I definitely belly landed this thing coming into Letka practicing, for whatever that's worth, but it was a very unpleasant noise. Alright, let's get some altitude back here, get back onto our course. Ooh, if I have to land in this, I might need to redirect. I may need to figure something out. I don't know. We'll see when we get there. We got to do 13 miles to our first checkpoint, and then I believe 30 minutes after that. Maybe 20. But let's get some speed back. And, as soon as we get down to this checkpoint, we're going to have a tailwind. So, yeah, we're looking all right. It's not going to be it's not going to be super shaky for the remainder of this trip. Only that landing. Don't miss it.
Engaging autopilot.
Yeah, I almost autopiloted it into the ground, so what? We're good. What is up with this little button pop-up thing? Keeps driving me nuts. No idea. Wish I knew. Let's pop outside and take a look at Buffalo, land of the Sabres. Land of the Bills. As I'm leaving Toronto without mentioning the Maple Leafs. Bunch of shaking fists. It's a pretty area. Whew, that wind. I can't help. I'm just gonna be enamored with it. Like, let's just watch and appreciate while we miss the lighthouse by a good 2 miles, even though we're like 5 miles away. Did I say 2? I meant 9 nautical miles away. It's over that way. I'm gonna say that's manufacturing. Again, with the enormous buildings. What else? Where else do you expect an assembly line to go, right? Again, I know because I've driven over capital of Nepal, Kathmandu. Ooh. I've flown over Kathmandu, even though I'm not sure if it's the capital of Nepal. I don't think it is. Yeah. Dense intermediate structures, like pretty much like this, only they're all medium-sized apartment buildings. It's something to see. We're getting blown 6 ways to Sunday over here. Sorry, I want to do a clip of my airplane having the straight gangster lean here and running straight but 30 degrees off course and moving fast. A lot of rail yards. Rail yards is kind of something to see from the air. I mean, they occupy a lot of space. I mean, they have it's a tremendous amount of consolidated goods in such a small space. Comparably on some scales, it is, yeah, it's quite huge. All right, there's our turn. We're cutting left via the autopilot. Cortana, come heading 117. Oh, the Master Chief would be proud. I had no idea that was going to be my heading. Oh my gosh, look what happened on accident. Somebody watches this, you got to comment on the Sierra 117 joke and see if, just so I know somebody watched it that far. Look at that. That's a perfectly good runway. It is, it's not where we're going. I'm sure you could look up CUSDA right now. 87 miles. Goodness gracious. Okay. We're going to need to track a little bit to the right, but we're moving quick on that, so... John would be disappointed. Let's pull some more speed back out of it. Cut across the wind since we can't totally capitalize on it. 183 knot total airspeed. We're doing good. Let's take a walk out on the wing, see what Western New York looks like. I feel like I see rain ahead of us, but that's just, I think that's just the cloud bottoms. Yep, that sound is me thinking to myself. Pretty sure it sounds like a space heater. Trying to think about how I will, I realize now, like, titling this is going to be kind of silly because if I put my destination in, everyone's going to know, so there's not going to be really any kind of surprise to the landing or antics. You know what, I'm going to put in, like, a gray reference on where we're going, and then in the next one, that's just going to be our origin. Not the gray point of reference, but the actual place where we're at. Provided we land at it and don't bin it and have to do the flight all over. It's a lot of trees. This looks a lot like flying over. This looks like Washington State. A lot flatter. Sorry. I feel like I've been calling everything east of the Mississippi. I'm calling flat. On the return, I don't know. I'll fly up the Appalachian Range or something and cut back into Pittsburgh. Cut over Maryland somewhere. I'm gonna pop in, adjust course, and we'll pop back out, but it is mildly important that we land where we're supposed to be. And at how fast we're closing versus how fast we're getting blown off course. We're now 11 degrees into the wind, and we are just kinda getting back on course. You know what? I'm just gonna put it 135, cut across, and if we gotta tack in and faster, then so be it. Pinwheels. Let's pop back out. These are most definitely not two-dimensional pinwheels. Wind turbines. They do seem to be moving quite quickly, and they don't totally appear pointed in the right direction. In fact, I mean, they're going the right direction now. Okay, that was weird. I could have sworn on rolling up to them that they were facing me. No, you can see it is a 3D object. It is facing one static direction. A small torque gets applied to wind as it comes through the ground due to friction. That's why I'm going to say it's not totally on course. I don't know. It's kind of fun watching the autopilot trying to keep us in place, though. Let's take a look inside. See, those say that the wind should be coming from just off of the nose on the right. Most definitely not. I'm not gonna say it's gonna be that much of a torque at ground level. Yawn. Ah, don't freeze. Or if you're gonna freeze, do it now and not when I'm landing. Lame. I think we're crashing. Not the plane. The computer. The Kraken's got us and it's not letting go. I'm hoping it does. Does not sound like the throttle responds. Ew, no, 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 no. Oof, we're back. We're 3 miles closer. Nothing crashed. I wasn't just lucky enough to save my recording. Where was I? I had a 3D error, so I'm assuming... You know what? I want to blame it on either the landmark markers or those silly, silly pinwheels. Because I can't remember the word for wind turbine. There we go. Anyways, 55 miles out. Let's put our heading hold on, but let's set our heading to 118. It looks like we were about the right area to come back in here for this. So, hoping for the best. That wind's going to prove interesting as we get close, come into ground level. But let's get there safely and securely first. And yeah, computer crashes, I'll just try and reset it from as close to wherever I was at. As close an altitude as possible, although 5,000 feet sure isn't it. If I crash on approach or via any stupidity, I'll redo it. Lend to some randomness. My god, that'll be so random. Still seriously windy up here. And, yeah, I don't know. You can be the judge. New York seems to be, at least this portion, it's a different kind of rural from Ohio. Same thing, cities at crossroads and centralized civilization within a good day's walk away from each other. Really beautiful, very lush, very green. Not many hallmarks of industry. Alright, you know what? We got an engine to sell off the port off the port side. Frame icing is going to be a problem. We're going to pop over here. I got to go change a diaper. Hashtag grown ass man. On an 8-month-old. Let's not get crazy. I'm going to go do that, and then we should be about 20 odd minutes. We'll fly over here if we're any good. pop it back outside though, so you don't wind up just staring at the dashboard the whole time. Alright, well that was a substantial computer crash is what happened, so I was able to reload weather from earlier today, and I am going to attempt to land this where we said it was. Didn't crash into the runway. I did load in, and it is completely dark, and I cannot see where I was going to land, so yeah, had to making it work here. Things I can edit out. Probably should. We'll see. In the meantime, yeah, this is New York State on the west end. There's still that 50-knot cross breeze. But yeah, I really want to land this, get going to the next leg, and probably head to bed early and watch some Mystery Science Theater. It did not draw any kind of damage from a tail strike. I'd wager in simulator racing, there's the F1 teams are starting to not like their cars getting damaged in video games, so they're only licensing models if you promise not to like draw them as wrecks or I don't know, wreck them for fun, pretty much. I don't know, but that's a thing. You thought Ferrari was bad, being like, look, dude, if you're gonna paint our cars a different color, no, we're not gonna sell you anymore. You're blacklisted. Forget it. You're gonna change the rims on the car? Sorry. It's been a long day. If I didn't say change, if I said paint the car, anything other than what we approve of, yeah, no. Painting the car, changing the rims, pretty much any modification that they don't approve of, like, cut you off, man. Supposedly you're not even supposed to be sold a second-hand one. I do not think that gets adhered to. To pop on the inside here, we are 5 miles away. We should be able to see it from this altitude, where our intended landing spot. Should be a little bit south of this inlet, which means we are, of course, not completely on course, but there it is. See as it gets closer. So when I was researching runways out here, it's a lot of, it says like 800-foot grass patches, so I figured I'd probably see a lot better now than I could with my previous GPU. Anyways, welcome to Watkins Glen, New York. That's Watkins Glen International Raceway. I totally engineered a little sim racing excursion for myself. I'm gonna run a race in a Chevrolet Corvette C8 under the guise of I misidentified the General Motors building earlier. But first, I gotta get down there and land on that thing. There's a bridge, obviously, off of one wingtip. I think that's actually drawn into the road. You can't land on it. This one right here that's the home straight. This is the back straight with, it's called a bus stop. It's a kink at the end to slow you down. It's actually my favorite part of running the course. Along with, that's the boot over there. Wind is blowing from the tail onward, so we're gonna come in over the bus stop and land going that way, which looks northeast southwest. Anywho. Like Niagara Falls, we're going in. We're not going in full throttle. We're going in very cautious and optimistic. We're going to be confident, but we're going to exercise discretion. You know what could have really helped me here is seeing exactly what the altitude of the track was. Oh, hey Siri. Well, that didn't help me. Siri did not give me the out. Okay. I was afraid she was gonna think I had more questions for her. Did not give me the altitude. We'll tell you it's a 4.5 star destination on TripAdvisor though. I think I'm a little bit low. Whew. That wind, yo. We're probably going to have to execute an incredibly short final. Let's drop the gear and let them know we're serious. I am mildly worried that I actually don't have an avenue to land on with this wind. Oh, it is really blowing me to the side. That was a huge gust. And now I want to go this way so I can come back the other way. Over that stand of trees I just nose past. Let's look left. Oh yeah, dude, we got this. Apart from the wingspan, dude, we're way smaller than a race car. There we are. So I thought we'd be coming in over the bus stop, but we're actually coming in from the opposite direction because I guess the wind is changing. This is immediately not a good idea. Alright. Those trees are a lot closer than I thought, too. You know what? We're going to land on the main straight. That's way too... I don't think I can get between those trees. I can land in the parking lot. It's no fun, though. Alright. Slow it down. Gear haven't been ripped off. Let's drop that flap. Whatever's left of it. There's my runway. Oh, look at that, dude. We're good. Oh, shit. We're not. Yeah, there should be walls here. I'm heading for pit wall. I don't want to land on the pit wall. I don't want to land on the pit wall. There we go. There's the main straight. Oh, psh. Oh, shit. We're off track. There we go. And we'll take the left-hander. We're totally going the wrong direction on the track here, but, you know, we're good. Roll out of the apex, roll high. And, throttle on through. This is the bus stop right here. All right. So hey, we landed at Watkins Glen. There's no walls. It's probably a good thing. I don't think we'd have made that otherwise. Yeah, we are. Plane's made out of carbon composite materials. All right, so that's this leg. Are we going to take off from Watkins Glen? No, we're going to find. We're going to have a race weekend, and then we're going to pay somebody to use their trailer over the weekend, disassemble the same. We can pull the wings off this thing, right? Sure, we'll find somebody with a ratchet. Maybe some pliers. A couple of upholstery tools. We'll be good. Yeah. We'll continue on east. I believe next day I wanted to talk some smack to Ben and Jerry's, even though I love their ice cream. After that, we got a big crater to check out, and then after that, we're going to be off to Greenland. Very briefly, I'm expecting a lot of snow. And, yeah, flying on around the world. Depending upon how much fun I have the Watkins Glen thing, there's a raceway in Connecticut. We may make an excuse to go fly over that way, too. But, yeah, for now, you guys have a good one. I'm going to edit this thing together and try and put a whole video up. Right on. Have a good night.